Hello and welcome to Salve Mode. For the month of December, starting on the 1st, every other day for 12 days, I will be posting a new video and each video has a giveaway. So stay tuned until the end of this video so you can see what you can enter to win. Today, I'm going to be doing a hair curling tutorial. I have my Hot Tools wand. This is the 1¼ inch. I love this. It has the adjustable heat on the side, so I usually put it to about 380 degrees. To jump into this video, let's begin. Starting off with the front pieces. I usually section the front pieces about an inch, half an inch of a piece of hair. The front piece is kind of small. And then holding the wand, I usually curl the hair backwards. So placing the thickest part at the root and then curling back. I try to keep the hair really flat on the wand and then hold it there for about 10 to 15 seconds. So the front pieces, I always try to do the smallest pieces. If you have a face frame, just grabbing the pieces from your face frame and then dropping it. This is super curled. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you do have heat spray, a heat guard, and you do curl or straighten your hair frequently, definitely spray it with heat guard first. I just ran out, so I don't have any right now. All right, going in, same thing on the other side for the front piece, grabbing about an inch worth of hair, putting the thickest part of the wand at the root, and then curling it flat and backwards. All right, great. Some people do section their hair. I like to do kind of the top layer first and then go in with the bottom pieces. I know it makes it a little bit harder to reach underneath, but I find that I like the way that my hair falls when I don't section it because it's kind of true to how it would look down, not just curling the pieces by layer, if that makes sense. Grabbing the next chunk of hair, again, I have about an inch worth of hair, holding it, laying it flat. Sometimes I give the hair a teeny tiny tap. It will be hot, but just a little tiny tap to see if the hair is hot because that lets me know that the curl is done. If you tap it and the hair isn't really hot yet, then you'll know to leave it for a little bit longer. But definitely only touch it for a quick second because it will be super toasty. All right, going in with the next piece, grabbing this section, laying it back. I personally recommend curling your hair with a wand. I really like the wands rather than a barrel with a clamp. I just find it to be easier to navigate and a little bit quicker to not have to deal with the clamp because you can just let the piece fall after. But everyone has their own preference. I have had all of the different types of tools. I just prefer a wand and I've always really liked using a wand. So now I'm starting as I go back to use slightly thicker pieces, but still keeping it in that one inch kind of range because if you grab too thick of a piece, the curls won't be uniform. You'll have a piece that doesn't hold as well. So definitely a piece like this. I did grab a little more hair. I'll do that the tap. So yeah, I can feel the hair isn't super hot yet. I'll leave it on for a couple more seconds. Keep tapping it until I feel like the hair is really hot and then I'll let it go. Okay. I will end up running my fingers through these curls. They won't remain this curly the entire time, but again, holding this here, tapping it until it's hot and release. All right, another little trick that I like to do sometimes is when I'm curling the hair, if I get to some of these back pieces, I don't know why I don't do it in the front. I tend to do this more just towards the back of the head. I do like a little twist and I find that this gets the curl like very flat, like flat finish to the curl. Even though I'm laying the hair flat, sometimes when I turn the iron and pull, turn the iron and pull, turn the iron and pull, it just like really accentuates that flatness. So again, putting it on, wrapping it around, and then I'll do like a twist and a pull, twist and a pull, twist and a pull, and I find that that just kind of helps the curl. It doesn't, if you just held it straight, it does the same thing, but I just do like to do these towards the back pieces because they are thicker pieces of hair and I feel like it helps the curl. And release. There's that curl. That is a little trick that I learned that I do like to do for the thicker pieces, the little turn and pull trick. Turn, pull, turn, pull, turn, and pull. All right, so I keep just grabbing sections. As you see, I'm doing mostly the top layer, and then I'm getting towards the back now of the top layers. And then I'll go back in for the underneath pieces. And because they are the underneath pieces, I even do them for a little less time because I don't need them to be as curly because they are underneath. Just enough that the heat is on the hair so that it's kind of all uniform and that there is a wave to it, but it's not gonna be as intensely curly as the top pieces. This is where we're at with the top layer. I'm gonna do a little spin. So you can see the underneath pieces are still flat. I adjusted the top layer. Now what I'm gonna go do is kind of reach underneath the hair, avoiding the pieces that I just curled, kind of just grabbing what I can from the underneath and then pulling that up front so I can see what I'm working with here. So these pieces underneath, since they are less visible, I'm just gonna do them for a little less time to get a little less of the curl and just have it be just enough to blend in with the curls, but not make it so the hair is super curly. So these pieces I leave on for a lot less time. I do like maybe 2 pull-in spins, twirl-in spins. And then these bottom pieces, I do go a little bit thicker, maybe like a 2-inch piece of hair or a 1.5-inch piece of hair because, like I said, I just want them to be a little more subtle. So I just use thicker pieces because it's a little bit quicker that way too. I used to clip my hair and do it by sections, and I just find that I just like how it comes better if I do it all at once. It's just a personal preference for me to kind of do these pieces at the end and really put the main focus on the top pieces. These ones, again, holding for about 10 seconds. You can see I'm holding them for a lot less time and just dropping them. You don't have to that's the thing I like about the wand, is I find like you don't have to undo the curl to get it out of the wand. You know, you can just drop the piece and the hair will let it go. That side is finished. I will go back in the end and see like here's a little tiny piece that didn't get curled. So I will go back in for some tiny pieces like this, doing the underneath on this side. So again, I pulled it through from the underneath, a little bit smaller for the front pieces, and then going thicker as I go back, keeping it flat. I usually kind of like grab the hair through my pointer and third finger. That's how I keep it flat. So what I mean by that is using these 2 fingers here to wrap them around. Finger, thumb, those 3 fingers, using the thumb too. That's how I keep the hair nice and flat. And I roll it up. Now that the wand is getting hotter because it's been on longer, like tapping it, you can really feel it almost right away that the hair is ready to go within seconds. All right, I think we have maybe like 2 or 3 more pieces in the back here, and then we will be done. This is where we're at right now. We are basically finished with the curling part. Of course, I am going to run my fingers through it so it's not so curly. Oh wait, we have a piece here. Where did that piece just go? Here, this piece right here was sticking out. So yeah, double check, you know, run your fingers through it, see if there's any pieces that are standing out to you, and check it, just lift up the layers. Yeah, this piece right here got completely missed. Woo! Okay. So this is the finished curled hair. I just start to really gently kind of like pull on the curls, just super gently start pulling them. I don't brush through the curls. I feel like my hair texture, if I brushed through them, would just be really poofy if I brushed through them. I watch people who brush their hair and it comes fantastic, but that just doesn't, my hair doesn't react that way. So I just run my fingers through and start to pull them loose. I usually go from the front and kind of pull it back also. I parted it in the middle because I usually wear my hair in a middle part, but if you do wear your hair in a side part, I would still curl it in the middle and then kind of just brush it over so you do have that volume. I love the like volume when you do it that way. On a typical day-to-day basis, I don't put anything in after. My hair will hold the curl, and I kind of like how it falls out and over the day, you know, starts to drop a little bit. But if you are looking for some different products to put in after. If you're looking for a hairspray, I really like this Amica hairspray. If you do have a venue where you need your hair to stay in place. I used to use hairspray after I would curl my hair to keep it in place. I put a little bit in just to kind of test it. Just a light breeze. Otherwise you'll get kind of a crunch. I do really like how this smells though. Another Amica product that I recommend is this Undone spray. This is an Undone texture spray. I wanted to add a little more volume to the hair with this spray. I would lift up the first kind of layer and then spray it under the root here. Actually no, this one came out a nice mist. And then I spray like under. Again, on top and in the root, and then like over, just kind of adding it throughout the curls. You don't want to have a super concentrated spray. I do love this. Again, just kind of run your fingers through the hair after, pull it up. That adds great texture to the hair, great volume if you are looking for a little extra boost. So I really like those two products if you are looking for a little extra finish for the curl. And like I said in the beginning, if you do have a heat guard, if you do curl your hair frequently, that will protect your hair and keep it from getting damaged. This is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and it is time for the giveaway. Everyone loves a good scrunchie, and this I absolutely fell in love with because it's an oversized scrunchie. Who doesn't love an oversized scrunchie? It is this super cute pink cheetah, like pink and yellow cheetah. So this is so me. I saw this and I was like, I have to give this away because I love cheetah, I love pink, and I love scrunchies. And I love an oversized scrunchie. So I thought this was so cute to put in your hair. So I'll be giving away this oversized scrunchie. It is great to use a scrunchie if your hair is curled because it will preserve the curls and keep it from the hair tie like this, pulling your hair out or pulling the curls out. We love a good scrunchie. In order to enter this giveaway, subscribe to my YouTube channel, go follow me over on Instagram at sav.mode, and then tag 2 friends in my scrunchie giveaway post. Again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, go follow me over on Instagram at sav.mode, and then tag 2 friends in my scrunchie giveaway post. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a like, and I will see you in 2 days.